good morning. My name is Francia. Today we're going to be doing a nice, easy, chill kind of morning routine. This is a class you can come back to. We'll keep it fairly short, about 30 minutes or so. So it'll be a nice practice that you can do early morning if you get up, or sometimes if you get up in the middle of the night, you can't really go back to sleep. This will be a nice practice for you to try and put on the recordings. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine. If it feels natural and easy for you, you can close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow, easy breath out. Again, a deep breath in, feeling the lungs expanding, the chest rising, the abdomen inflating. And then as we exhale, pull the belly in, relax through the shoulders, let the lungs empty out. One more time, deep breath in. Slow breath out. With the next inhale, let's draw the palms together at the center of the heart, symbolizing that union of body, of mind, and of spirit. And then we'll inhale together for the sound Om. Exhaling, slowly release the hands, blinking the eyes open. Good. So if it's comfortable, you can stay in your cross-legged position. I'd like for you to be mindful to kind of bring the heels out so that you are lined up with the center line of your body, opening the hips and relaxing the knees down. And we're going to take the right hand out to the right, bring the left hand to the thigh, and just take a nice side turn here, looking back over the left side, or maybe even turning and gazing back over that left shoulder. Let's see what feels good with your body. This left knee might want to rise up, so make a conscious effort to reach it down towards the earth as you lengthen out of the right side rib cage, opening and twisting through the body. And then with the next inhale, let's extend that left arm up and over, kind of reaching over the head. If it feels nice for you here, you can walk your fingertips a little further out, or you can bend into your right elbow. And let's just stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to relax where the body doesn't need to be tense. Inhale. And exhale. Let's slowly come back through to center. Bring the left hand down and just kind of take a moment to observe, maybe by closing the eyes or just feeling your body, sensing the difference between the left and right side. And we'll do the other side. So reaching out to the left, right hand can start on the thigh, kind of rotating your body out, gazing towards the right, or looking back past that right shoulder. Kind of decide what your neck feels it wants to do today. And then inhale, let's extend that arm up and over, creating space. If it feels good, you're welcome to stay there or slide the fingers a little further away. Finally, you can also bend into the elbow and pressing that right knee down. Inhale 3 times, breathing. Exhale slowly and easily, softening into the shoulders. Inhale again. Even though we're stretching to that right side, feel the left side also long. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Slowly coming back to center. And again, fingertips down. Acknowledge and observe, shoulders back. Good. Inhaling, drawing the arms up. Palms together, gazing at thumbs. And then exhale, take a nice gentle twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind, looking over left shoulder. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhale again, arms up, palms together, gazing at the thumbs. And exhale, taking a nice twist. Left knee, hand to the left knee, right hand behind. Finding your rotation, deep breath. And inhale everything up, rooted and grounded, palms together, gazing at thumbs. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good. Let's switch the direction of our feet. So whatever foot you had in front, switch it to the other side. And allow yourself another moment of stability here, nice and long spine. And then we're going to take the fingertips forward. Inhale, lift the ribcage and chest, shoulders roll back. And then exhale, gently lean forward. If you have your bolster, another good option here, since we're going to be holding this for a moment, is to place it in front of your feet. And then you can bring your elbows to the bolster, or you can bring your rib cage down and kind of hug the bolster, chin down. You can turn your gaze to the side and just breathe here. We'll stay maybe, 30 seconds or so, breathing and releasing any tension in the body. Softening through the shoulders, relaxing the fingers and hands, toes and feet. Remember, if it's too much to come all the way down, just stay onto your forearms. And if you have your head turned to the side, let's turn it the other side so we can even out the neck. Continue to move with that steady breath, finding stillness within and without. Slowly with the next inhale breath, we'll bring the chin back to center, shoulders relax. Inhale again, maybe bring the forearms to the bolster, lift the chest, shoulders roll back, open the heart space, chin forward. Try to open up your throat here as well. Exhale there, and then slowly walk your hands in and take a moment to sit upright. Good, so we should have one foot in front, the foot that's behind. So I have my left foot in front, the foot that's behind. We're gonna come up, release it and bring it forward. Similar to when we do our Marichasana, but the right leg is gonna extend out to the side. So we'll do this kind of Janu type of position, the left knee's out to the side. Again, line up that bolster right in front, and the same idea, bringing the body forward, making sure that your six bones are rooted and grounded, and you're welcome to stay here, keeping your right foot flexed. One of the things you want to notice too, especially if you're feeling tired, is that when that right leg is relaxed, the right foot can either tilt in or it can tilt out. So make sure that there's enough rotation in the thighs so that the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then once you find yourself stable, maybe the rib cage can come down and you can bring your chin down, or with the right leg extended, you can look to the left. And let's stay here for again another 30 seconds or so, softening the shoulders. Allow yourself to feel any tension in your body that doesn't need to be there. You want to allow yourself to soften and relax. So the foot needs to be flexed and pulled back so that tension is welcomed. But your shoulders don't need to be pushed up towards your ears. They can be soft and relaxed and kind of hanging from your body. Same with your abdomen. Try not to pull in through your abdomen. Instead, let the belly just kind of be. Let the bolster support your torso. And hold just a few more breaths. Also the fingers, I tend to do that a lot, kind of grip with my fingers. Let your fingers relax. Hands soften. Good. Let's do one more deep breath. Exhale completely. Bring the chin back to center. Give yourself a moment here. If you want to turn the other way briefly, that's fine. But we will be turning the other way once we switch sides. So then we can bring the elbows back onto the bolster. Lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale there. Now before we come out, keep your left hand on the bolster and take your right hand to your foot and just reach yourself around. You can kind of stay here holding onto the bolster, or if it feels nice, you can bring that hand a little closer to your body and push you up. So still on the bolster, just pressing a little bit into the pillow so that you can open your chest. And then inhale, slowly coming back to center. Let's push the bolster slightly forward so we can switch sides. So leaning back, the right foot comes in, and the left leg extends out. We find ourselves in that same alignment as before. And then we can drag that bolster back in so that it's right up against our bodies, flexing into that left foot. And again, in a rotation of that left thigh, left toes pointing straight up. So don't let them roll out to the side. Don't let them roll in towards your body, but nice and straight. I like to kind of point through the ball of my foot and then flex my toes back. If that feels like something you might want to do, give it a try. And then we're going to bring the elbows down. Stay there for a moment. Check in. See what your body needs, any adjustments. And then if it feels good, release your whole chest and rib cage down. And with the left leg extended, we'll turn the head to the right. And again, we'll be here another 30 seconds or so. So just soften your shoulders. It's okay if your back rounds a bit or even a lot, no worries. If you need something taller than the bolster, you can put blocks underneath or on top. Stack blankets. There's always different ways to make this pose accessible for you. And steady with your breathing. Making an effort to soften where tension is not needed. Breath here. Try to really let your weight settle onto the bolster so that you can relax into the stretch. One more deep breath. Inhale. Feel your back kind of rising with the inhale breath. And then exhale, slowly taking the chin back to the center. You can turn briefly the other side if you like. And then coming back onto the forearms. Inhaling, lifting the chest, shoulders back, pressing your way forward. And then exhale, come all the way back up. Good. So now we're going to move the bolster behind us. And we're going to use it for back bending. So let's take it so that we can bring the sacrum to the bolster to the lower back. And allow yourself to kind of roll back and make sure your head is supported. So if you have a shorter pillow that your head doesn't quite cover your head, or your head doesn't fit on it, then make sure you have a block or something else to support your head. We don't want the head hanging off the back. So a nice alignment with the neck and shoulders. Relax the arms up so that the palms are facing up out to the sides, and they can be extended out or elbows in, or they can be overhead, kind of interlacing the fingers or kind of planting one palm on top of the other, and then the elbows fall out. This feels really nice and open in the rib cage and chest, so you can try that. Any variation with your arms that feels good. And then as far as your legs, you can keep them planted on the floor, knees bent, maybe hip width apart, or even knees together. You can also open your knees and bring your soles of your feet together into like a Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can straighten your legs and just have your hips relaxed. So you get to choose here what's going to feel good for your body. And this one will hold for about a minute or so a little longer than the other ones. If it bothers you in Baddha Konasana to have your legs like this, you can always place blocks underneath your thighs to kind of help hold them up, or blankets. But if it doesn't hurt, it just feels like a little bit of strain, a little bit of tightness in the inner thighs, that's okay. You can be there and, feel that tightness, feel that stretch and not sweat it. But again, you should never feel any pain. So discomfort, that's fine. We can move with the discomfort. We can breathe through the discomfort. But any sharp, kind of electric pain that we might feel, that is a symbol, a sign that you should come out of the posture, that you should modify the posture or change it in some way. So always being mindful, especially when we do these ones that we hold a little bit longer, being mindful of the cues our bodies give us when something is too much, when we've had enough, but also paying attention to when we're not doing enough, when something is not quite helping us feel any kind of stretch or movement. Some poses are meant to be like that, for example, Shavasana. But most of the ones that we do before Shavasana, we do want to have some sort of engagement. So allow yourself here maybe another 2 breaths. One more breath. And with the next exhale, we're going to release the arms first, so that the arms, if you have them over your head, let them come down to the sides. If you have them on your sides, you can press into the fingertips and roll the shoulders forward a little bit just to counter that stretch. And finally, you can use your hands to help your knees and bring yourself back so that the knees come back to center. So if your legs are straight, let's go ahead and everyone bend the knees and keep the feet close to the body, arms down towards your feet. You don't have to touch or anything, just reach them down, plant the forearms down, and kind of just stay here for a couple more breaths. And just feeling your way open up through this back bend. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more time. Good. And then exhale. Slowly, let's bring the hands to the head. Lift the head forward, look towards the knees. We're going to do a nice curl up using the core muscles, extending forward, and then grab a hold of those knees. And if it's possible, really round your back, tuck your chin in so that your forehead or the top of the head can come to the knees. Breathe easy. And then inhale slowly. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, exhale there. All right, we're going to do a breathing practice, but keep the bolster nearby because we're going to do one more thing with the bolster. Just move it off to the side for a moment. Cross your legs however it's comfortable for you. Doesn't really matter, just easy cross-legged or seated posture. You can also sit on the bolster or on a block. All right, so finding a nice comfortable seat, and just take a moment to acknowledge the muscles in your back that have been stretching and expanding, and also the front body. Kind of feel the sense of openness in the torso. And as we acknowledge that and we move into our breathing practice, which we're going to do box breathing, keep that same expansiveness that we find here after back bending. So inhale deeply. Retain your breath, so don't breathe out. And exhale slowly. Retain your breath, so don't breathe back in yet. And breathe in slowly. Again, breath retention. Exhale. Breath retention. And inhale. Pause the breath at the top, full lungs. And exhale. Pause the breath at the bottom, empty lungs. And inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Retain or pause the breath. Exhale. Retain or pause the breath. Inhale. Let's do 3 more rounds. Pause the breath at the top. Exhale. Pause the breath. Inhale. Pause the breath at the top. Exhale. Pausing at the bottom. And inhale. No more pause here. Just breathe out naturally, in normally, just your normal pace, natural rhythm of breath. Again, observe if that normal, natural rhythm of breath has deepened a bit, has slowed down a bit. Check in with the muscles of your back. Are you beginning to round or hunch forward? Can you lift up through your spine? Roll your shoulders back and down. Gently we'll blink the eyes open. And then the last pose we're going to do today is second to last. We'll do a twist and then we'll end with a child's pose. So we'll turn so that our right hips are facing the bolster. And I like to stack my knees when I do this so that I can turn my left side of my body towards the bolster. You can also use blocks and blankets here. So there's always options for you to make this pose accessible. As you come forward, exhale, lower your rib cage down, lower your elbows down, and then bring your chin or your left ear, left side of your face to the bolster, and take a moment here to just soften. One of the things you don't want to do is kind of push into your right side. You can as you kind of set up, but once you're settled in, try to relax both the elbows out away from you, or if they're underneath you, extend them forward. So that way you're not putting a lot of pressure on your right shoulder. And your belly's just gently thrown in, but it's not tight. So just gently throw it in so that you can feel that your breathing is deep and moving into your lungs, into your diaphragm. We'll be here maybe, 15, 20 seconds or so. And then slowly, when you're ready, let's slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, we can bring the chin back to center. Maybe turn the other side just so briefly to even out the neck. And then inhale, press up. shoulders back. Kind of find yourself moving that left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. And then exhale, let's release. Good. So one way I like to do this is I like to take a little mock Navasana in between. So just kind of bring into a little Navasana, lift the rib cage and chest, and then allow yourself to move to the other side. So now the knees are pointing to the right. The knees are still stacked. The bolster is lined up with my left hip. And then we're going to rotate ourselves. Find that right shoulder moving forward, left shoulder moving back. Walk yourself down. Make sure the bolster is staying so that it can hug your rib cage. And then we're going to turn the head this time to the left. And then again, if the elbows are underneath you, be sure you're not pushing into that left arm. So you don't want to feel like you're working that left arm. So you can slide them forward to let them be a little bit more relaxed. And let's just be here. You can close your eyes. Settle in. Again, we'll be here maybe 15 to 20 seconds. So not very long. So we just want to try to settle in as quickly as we can. Breathing gently and effortlessly. There's a sense of drawing into the lower belly, but it's not tense. Both shoulders are soft and relaxed, especially that left one that likes to sometimes incorporate itself into the movement. Try to just relax it. And slowly, gently, as you're ready, let's slide the hands underneath the shoulders. If you like, bring the chin down to the bolster or turn your head the other way just to even out the neck. Sometimes that feels nice. And then inhale, lift up, roll the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, and kind of twist into the seated position. And then slowly let's release. All right, so to prepare for our child's pose, which will be our last pose today, come back into this kind of mock Navasana. You can keep your feet on the bolster or block as you extend your arms forward. Lean back a little bit until you find the strength, or you can find a little hover, lifting the feet off the bolster. Or if you've been coming to practice for a long time and you feel like you have the ability, the strength, then try straightening your legs, lift the shoulders back. Let's hold 1, easy breathing, 2, 3, look at your toes, a little smile, be happy, 4, almost there, steady with the breath, and 5, exhale. You can bring your feet back down, separate your feet, and then just kind of slide yourself slightly away. We're going to bring the right foot back, and then in order to bring this left foot back, you have to lift yourself up and bring the left foot back as well. So now you're in a preparation for child's pose. Slide the bolster forward and then allow yourself to come down. You can turn your head to the side and rest here. And this is where we're going to end our class. So I want you to really kind of feel like you're just surrendering down. This is going to be our Shavasana. So allow yourself to really kind of let go of any tension, any tightness. Let go of anything that no longer serves you, any worries, concerns. If there's nothing you can do about it in this moment, can you put it aside? Just while you soften into your body, give yourself about a minute or so of relaxation and mindfulness. All the issues, they will be there when you get up from your yoga mat. They don't tend to disappear on their own. Sometimes they do. But so you don't have to bring them with you onto your practice. You can let them be for a moment. Clear your mind, clear your heart. Find your breath easy and calm as you follow each inhale, as you follow each exhale. Perhaps you can repeat this phrase, I am here, or I am safe, I am home, I am loved, Whatever comes to your heart, see if you can find a soft, easy mantra you can repeat to yourself as you hold just for a few more breaths. And then just as we've done with the other poses, if your neck is been onto one side, make sure you turn it so that you can stretch the neck on the other side and be there for a few more breaths, really letting your body be supported by the bolster or by your cushions. If you are feeling tightness anywhere in your body, which is not unheard of, it's possible you could feel tightness in your knees or your hips or your lower back. You know, these are all common places, maybe your ankles or your feet. Feel completely free to adjust and modify this posture so that your body feels relaxed. Remember, this is going to be our Shavasana, our final resting pose. So if we're using this as our final resting pose, it's very important that you find relaxation. So more than the physical aspect, mechanical aspects of the pose, find yourself feeling calm. What can you do physically to create that sense of calm? What can you do emotionally, mentally, to create that sense of calm? And then do it and be here. Just a few more breaths. And slowly, as you feel ready to do so, we'll slide the hands down so that they're underneath the shoulders. Let's bring the chin to the bolster or to your prop. Shoulders roll back. And then inhale, pressing ourselves up, opening the heart space. Maybe chin up. Let's open the throat. Stretch through the throat as the back of the neck compresses. And then exhale, come all the way up. You can move your bolster over to the side. Bring your knees together. And you can either stay with the knees together or sit back and cross-legged while we just do our last Om here. So hands in prayer, shoulders back. Hopefully this short, easy practice will allow you a little sense of peace and connection to your body. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then inhale for Om. Namaste.